These are one of the worst sounding TWS in this budget that I have listened. They seem to be tuned by DJ Rajesh, who just needs his bass, bass, and bass. Well, I recently got OnePlus Buds 3 for review, and here are my thoughts. Let's start with unboxing. It's a standard one. You get your TWS, your cable, and your standard ear tips. By the way, I'm giving away 2 TWS and 2 IEMs. I'll share the details in the end of the video, so stay tuned. Do subscribe and let's start with the non-audio stuff of OnePlus Buds 3. Well, OnePlus Buds 3 comes with some pretty good and usable features like fast pair and 2-device connection, which is pretty seamless by the way. It comes with ANC as well, which is pretty average. It comes with 3 modes: low, moderate, and max. And it has a smart mode as well, which will keep you in moderate only. So overall, it's a usable average ANC. For my testing, when I tested the modes, I hardly saw any difference in the modes. There was a slight difference in low and max, however, not so much. It has 6 mics for call quality, which is very good for the segments. Have a listen.
This audio is recorded with OnePlus Buds 3 in fan noise.
So the battery is good. It can easily take you throughout the day. It has 6 hours of battery in the buds and about 4 additional charges in the case. So it's not going to die on you. Even if it does, it has fast charging. So just give it a 10-minute boost and it will support you for next 7 hours. There are some modes on Hey Melody app as well, like Sound Master. It is an EQ for these TWS, which is highly required in my opinion. You'll understand this when I will explain you about the sound, which is extreme and insane. For example, I created my own EQ and I named it Human. It has a game audio mode as well, which reduces latency. However, for my testing, there was hardly a change of 10 milliseconds. Overall, I got around 136 millisecond to 166 millisecond of latency, which is pretty good in my opinion for a TWS for mobile gaming and movie experiences. However, there are some gimmicks as well that comes with these TWS, like 3D audio, which is marketed as directional or spatial sound. It just makes your music a little louder, nothing more, nothing less. There's another feature as well, like golden sound. Well, it changes your sound as per your ear canal and your hearing abilities. I'm not sure who uses them and how useful these features are. For me, a good sound is a good sound, period. Now let's talk about the thing that we care the most, the sound. OnePlus marketed them as a everyday audiophile product. Well, no. These are one of the worst sounding TWS in this budget that I have listened. They seem to be tuned by DJ Rajesh, who just needs his bass, bass, and bass. It is a pretty bass heavy signature. It lacks air, it's claustrophobic, and at the same time, the sound signature seems a little incorrect. Tonality is not good. So let's talk about the sound one by one. So let's talk about the bass first. It's a bass heavy set. So the texture and quality of bass is so good. However, it bleeds everywhere in the tuning. If you're all about bass, go for it. They have one of the best texture and quality of the bass and such a good sub bass rumble for the price. So these are pure hip hop bliss, I would say. Though it was too much, I EQ'd 200 Hz frequency at -4 to make it tolerable. When I'm talking it has too much bass, this is on the balanced EQ. There are 2 more EQs and one EQ is all about bass heavy signature. So you can understand what kind of bass I'm talking about here. Now talking about mids. Again, because of the bass, the tonality in the mids, the vocals, the timbre is ruined for me. Vocals are not open enough. They're recessed, they're hollow, and they are in the background. While all this is happening, instrument separation takes a hit as well. If you listen to My Immortals by Evanescence, the violin takes the lead and suppresses the piano because of the additional bass and treble boost. Now talking about treble, treble is good in these TWS, which is obvious. These are typically V-shaped tuned TWS. It is sparkly, it is shimmery, however it lacks air. Talking about technical department, again, not impressed. Details are okay, however they get shadowed in the mid. and do not get prominent. Imaging, not so much. These TWS failed the test of Yoshi Horikawa bubbles. The position of the falling bubbles was not so accurate. However, for not so congested music, the imaging is okay. Soundstage on these sets is average and okay for a TWS. No appreciation here, no complaints here. However, in my testing, I felt everything was a tad little shifted towards left. Well, the only case I can make for these OnePlus Buds 3 is if you're obsessed with bass or you're too much into hip hop. So these sets are for you. Otherwise, there's not a single reason to go for them. You can get a better sound quality nowadays at a 2500 rupees set. ANC, dual pairing, good mic, etc. are pretty normal nowadays. So I don't think you'll find any issue finding that. I will anytime choose these Moondrop Space Treble or Lypertek over it anytime. Mind you, Lypertek has no ANC either. I will still choose these over OnePlus Buds. A fundamental thing a earphone has to provide is sound, and OnePlus failed to do so. So I do not recommend this to anyone. A 1500 rupees QKZ HBB outperforms it in every way possible in terms of sound. It's a beast in front of these TWS. Overall, I would give OnePlus Buds 3 a 2 star, 1 star for solid bass, and again, the bass is the major culprit here as well, ruining the tonality overall. The text involved in these TWS is really good for 5000 rupees, so 1 star for that. Mind you, if you EQ them in Soundmaster, you can get a really decent sound out of them. However, I do not believe most of you will EQ them, so I cannot recommend them. So I would say look for another options like Oppo, Enco, Lypertek, etc., which are pretty good option in front of these OnePlus Buds 3. Now for the interesting part, giveaway. Thank you so much for the 2000 subscribers. I will do a giveaway of 2 TWS and 2 IAMs once I reach 5000 subscribers. So to participate, simply like, subscribe and comment which is your favorite. You like TWS or IEM, and the song that you love for bass. I will showcase the results over YouTube once we hit 5000 subscribers. I will share full details of giveaway in the description. Do check out. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.